Hello world. After another series of several is it conversations? No, series of several oh thinking, pondering. I've decided again that I'm going to focus on just YouTube this time. So help me God, just YouTube. I'm not dealing with anyone's fear of missing out. Not anyone's fear of missing out. My own fear of missing out. So just YouTube because it's just common sense. YouTube supports what I want. So yeah. Also, I've set free all the videos I put on private, regardless of what the consequences might be. And if the consequences are dire, then at least I don't think my auntie would send me away because she would be forced to take me to the hospital and get me mental health support. I'm smart. But then she might be scared. But I think she loves me. No, she won't send me away. But whatever the consequences are, let's just deal with it and get it over with. So yeah. Welcome to Day in the Life of Israel. That's the flow right there. The pastor was talking, and for some reason I heard him say slow down, meaning I should talk slower. Then he now said flow. Now the slow down was not what he actually said, it was what the voice in his mouth turned to. But the flow was what he actually said. But it's like I've even evolved higher than I used to be. I'm like a mutant. I'm like Spider Man. If you've seen the new Spider Man trailer, he is a mutant. All right. Someone just reminded me of something that happened. Believe it or not, I'm connected to the mind of British people. So a British person just reminded me to show you guys this. So I was talking. Apparently, I registered for an event tomorrow on public speaking. Then they sent me the address. Shout out to her for trying to help me navigate it, I think. Then on the call, I was asking her what it feels like to be psychic. I should have recorded the call. I should take this more serious now. I should go all the way. So I was talking to her about the whole mind psychic read thingy, and although we're talking with mouth, it was like we were also talking with our mind. Or she was talking to me with her mind, and I was just translating it while talking vocally, which was I asked her if it's a one-way conversation or a two-way conversation. Then she said it's a two-way conversation. So I thought she was being sarcastic, but she actually explained it to me that it is not a one-way conversation, it's a two-way conversation. And I realized that, or I remember that sometimes I'm having a thought, then it's like I'm having intrusive thoughts entering my thoughts. Sometimes they don't even come in as very strong, intrusive thoughts. They just come in slowly. For some reason, they want me to talk slowly and use my Nigerian accent. So use my Nigerian accent but talk slowly. I think because they want to bridge the gap between no. Is that it? I was going to say they want to bridge is not you. think I might be getting jealous of something or somebody. I was going to say I think they might be bridging the gap between white women being able to date black men or white men being able to date black women. But I think it is more white women being able to date black men. I like to be very realistic with my thoughts, or it's like I'm forcing some thoughts out. So, is it accurate or is it a figment of my imagination? I think it is accurate, but for some reason they feel like I'm going to be jealous about it. Am I jealous about it? I won't say jealous. It's more like, oh, another man would. This is very shallow. Another man would fuck a white bitch before me. But then again, realistically speaking, as long as I don't know if this is more of a coping mechanism. To be honest, I don't think it is. Because one thing I know that can get me anything I want in this life, including access to unlimited white women, is money. And the one that I would want to marry would not really matter if other people can fuck other people, because that would not be my concern. So if it's somebody that I would be marrying, then I think, personally speaking, I would rather a black woman, because apparently or socially they are much more loyal and more righteous for the human mind. But I don't really know white women or white people, so I'm not saying that for a fact. Why did my train of thought derail to such a mundane thinking? I think that might be my own internalized issues. And that's why I just want to fuck a white girl so I can just get it over with. This parts that J. Cole said in Power Trip. Let me show you. Well, nah, chill. Well, this has got to be the longest crush ever, ever, ever get to fuck. It will be the longest bust ever. But that's not the part I'm going for. The part I'm going for is just fuck her one time and be true it forever, or just fuck her one time and be true it for life, or some shit like that. I can't remember. But yeah, it's like I just want to. It's like an itch that I just want to scratch and then just move on from it. No, I may not move on from it, like not like be nice to that person or be nice to that race, but it's like, but then this is where I'll be listening to this priest, and it's been talking about lost. So in as much as I think it is lost, I still have this part of Israel that is like, I genuinely just believe that I have one existence on earth. So I just want to do what I want to do. Like, shout out to God and Jesus and all that. But then again, I'm not that desperate for it, because because I was going to say rape claim, and then thought of rape claim. This delivery status notification came in. Now this is fake. This is from white people. So I think they're telling me I have an incomplete thought, or I should slow down so that I can enter the flow. But it's not about the, what's that word I'm looking for? It's not about the sex. It's about the journey into the sex. I'm not saying I have a very high body count, but if you've had a lot of sex, you'd realize that sex is so much sweet. sweeter and different when emotions are involved. Random hookups are just, you still come, but it's, personally speaking, the pussy does not even get as wet as when a process has occurred before the fucking in it. But then I was at this event, some comedian or comedy event, and for some reason it was like they told me that my ex cheated on me like a lot of times. But then I'd be a liar if I said that I didn't know, because there was a time we had sex and my pussy felt like she just had sex. But why did I not choose to go after it? Because she's my girlfriend. She's not my wife. Is that the truth? Yeah. Plus, there were times I made sure the relationship extend because I didn't want to pay rent alone. I ended up doing it and I ended up regretting it because paying that much rent was stupid and I knew it was. And I did have someone stay with me, but that guy was just so fucking dirty. And I think at some point his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend had a crush on me, and then we were always fighting. And then one time he now told me that I'm trying to steal his girlfriend. And it's like, bro, number one, you. But not you as in disgusting as like you, because she's not attractive. She's okay, but like you. Then I'm to just give you weird. Then coincidentally, my pastor called me one day and told me that I should not be living with anybody. So I just told him to get fuck out. Not like that. I mean, I gave him, every single person I've ever told to not live with me, I've always given them at least a 1 month notice. And with the guy, I give him 2 months. Even with my ex, I give her close to 2 months. But every time it was getting closer to her moving out, she would start bringing up some excuse or start becoming very emotional, and sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. And that is why when the people I was living with in Manchester kicked me out, in as much as I've been trying to delude myself that they are not evil and wicked people, because they did take me in when I had nowhere else to go. Although I did have somewhere to go, but regardless, they were the best option, and I used to really hold it as a very high regard thingy, because it is still very high regard. Don't get me wrong, they housed me, but especially living with my actual family, and then now that I'm talking about how before I kicked anybody out, I did give them at least 1 month notice, made me realize that. I mean, they did tell me though, like 1 month, so I don't have an excuse with that. But I guess they did actually never treated me like family. I think I'm a very delusional person. I tend to see the good in people, and even when I have moments of flash hatred, I get pissed. I still find a way to move on from it and still treat them like good people. Because when they traveled for their vacation, I genuinely was planning on sleeping in the gym, then waiting till the next day to go to Josiah's place, because Josiah told me he was going to leave where he was just to come and help me because he couldn't leave that day. Which is crazy, because if they had never helped me, Josiah was already even ready to house me. And living with Josiah, there was no time limit with living with Josiah. Bro, Josiah literally gave me £100 to pack my things to go to their house. When I needed money for shift, he sent me like I think 40 or £50. And crazy thing is, I'm in the UK and I've never called Josiah. I'm a terrible person. But it's not that I'm a terrible person, I've just been so like it's going to add anything to Josiah's life. Plus, I promised Josiah that when I come back to the UK, I'm coming back as a bounced man person. But right now, I haven't bounced back, so I'm going back to bed. So yeah, and then because when I first came to the UK, I stayed with them for like 3 days or 4 days. I'm not sure, 3 or 4 days. Then I got my own place, and then my auntie even made me realize that, or my cousin made me realize that they shouldn't have allowed me to live alone. They shouldn't have allowed me to move out. But then, to be honest, I also wanted to move out because I felt like I was disturbing them. So it was not really a them thing, it was also a me thing because I just didn't like living with them. I've never lived with a person before, so I felt like I was being needy. So I can't say they are terrible people, to be honest, too. I just think I made a video about it one time. I don't think I ever posted it though, because I was always deleting it. Or maybe I did. But I spoke about the human capacity whereby people can only do as much capacity as they have in them. Some people cannot just go out of their way to do things soullessly or mindlessly, or what's that word I'm looking for? Selflessly for another person. And it's not because they are not good, it is just because they don't have that capacity. They are not evolved yet. And I think my trials and tribulations right now is not a trial and tribulation. I think it's just God. I was going to say the universe, but I am a Christian. So I think it is just God trying to increase my capacity for something that is crazy that is coming my way. But then recently I actually had a bit of panic, especially because my visa expires in 4 months and I have not a single dime to my name. So I'm fucked. I'm not fucked in Jesus' name. But I think if all this whole British shenanigan psychic thing works out, then I'm meant to like claim a prize or something. Because to be fair, one man in Watford did tell me that I think he told me I was coming to London next, or he was telling me to go to London. Someone just told me now that I'm so slow. And then I heard the voice, what a man's voice say yes. But it's not that I'm slow, it's just that it does not make much logical sense, and I'm not used to something like this. Matter of fact, if you think I'm slow, is there any other, I want to say, immigrant that is doing the same thing? I think there might be, oh, but red should, like, it was shining red, so I guess not. So, matter of fact, I am the opposite of slow when it comes to thinking, or maybe you're so slow, as in so slow in making up your mind to do what you need to do. If it is that one, I would agree. And I did echo the vroom, but then the man said only, so I think that is a steal. So I'm guessing you're so slow is they saying I'm slow mentally. But if it is mentally, I am the opposite of slow because I'm my family that I'm living with, my auntie have asked her these things and she doesn't know a single thing about it. and she's lived here for 30 years. And my cousins have lived here for over 25 years. Or maybe they are just lying. So that said yes. So I guess they are just lying. But I think I heard someone say you're not him. But that one was very faint. Because I think they're trying not to piss me off. So I'm guessing they really don't know. And I just think they know because I have so much ability to read the flow in them, or because they have white people controlling them, and that is why I think they know, which is that is the case actually. But also because I can recognize it in them. I need to also get my own accolades. I've realized that I've been trying to be too humble and it is really affecting me. See, so how can I be slow when I've only spent 3 years in the UK, going to 4 years, and I didn't know this? And people that have spent over 2, 3 decades cannot even understand. And I will say it again. The only time and the only reason why I know it was because I'm not lying. It was literally because I was trying to network with people and socialize with girls. And they're trying to force me to talk to everybody, which fine, cool. But change his job description. So this is how I say the clean. This is kind of like a clean flow. I don't use this anymore either because I think it's a mundane level of thinking. The highest form of thinking is still having independence in your own critical and analytical thoughts. Although sometimes this kind of like helps you to validate things like a sorcerer or like a truth sayer or someone connecting patterns. But the most supreme is using your common sense to do things. Because all this can be easily manipulated by external parties to control you. Oh, I still there. Right. Okay, so what I was explaining now was the pastor said something about flow, I think. He said something, he said a word that aligned with what I was doing right now. So basically, I used to use that. Sometimes it even happens with music. I'm listening to a song and the entire lyrics matches what I'm literally doing. At some point in Manchester, it even felt like my music was telling me what to happen for the week. But then I started to realize that no, it's that after I listen to it, it's in my subconscious and then I exhibit it. So it's not about it being a fortune teller, it's about me using it to align my life. Like there was a song where I think Future said, fuck 3 bitches I met this week. And then I actually met 3 girls that week. I didn't fuck them. The first one was a black girl. I texted her, we are talking, but she wasn't giving me some enthusiastic vibes. I left her alone. I'm a person that really likes people that like me. Then there was another girl. She was acting somehow, so I left that one. Then there was this white girl. That one I didn't know it was not going to work. I wasn't sure because I met her, collected her number. Then I was going to the basketball court. Then I now saw 2 other girls. Then I approached those 2 girls. I was talking to them to collect their number. And then she just came out. And then turns out she was friends with the two of them. So it was like, okay, shit is awkward. And then she said, oh, you just collected my number now and you trying to get my friends' numbers? And I didn't know how to really bounce back fast from that because I was like, fuck. And then when I collected her number, she was already asking me what I was doing that evening. Crazy. And I ended up texting her that night and she just started giving me attitude. Like I texted her and she told me to leave her alone. She like, I said, hey, what you doing? Then she was like, leave me alone. Then I apologized for what happened. Then she said, leave me alone. Then I sent her a video of me playing guitar for her. Then she left me on read. Then I deleted her number. Because the fuck? Like I said, I like to I won't say chase girls. I like to pursue girls. Maybe we should not call it chasing. But I also like girls that like me. Which is why I think why I'm no longer talking to white girls or why I'm bored talking to them or I don't feel the need to talk to them is because they all have a boyfriend and it's a waste of time and it's not interesting. So why am I setting myself up for what I already know is going to be a failure? So right now, the only reason why you see me talk to a white girl is because I'm trying to solve this whole psychic puzzle and also get the money that comes with it. But then again, they've been telling me that I have a wife somewhere, but that is just very weird because that is very unexciting. That is a very unexciting way to live. Coming from a guy that told his mother to find him a wife, but that's different because that's like my mother finding me a wife. That's my family than some random strangers in the middle of the road telling me I have a wife. Matter of fact, at some point I was thinking to myself that Abi, is it a spiritual wife? And I remembered my pastor telling me at some point that there was a girl I offended that I should pray to God to ask for forgiveness. That I promised her that I was going to marry her. So I was like, I've prayed about that. So that also came to my head. I was like, I've prayed about that. Is that what they're talking about again? I was like, and that's why when they say I'm slow, it's like, no, it's just that doing this, what I'm doing right now, it's a full time job because I have to be thinking and connecting the dots. But it's fucking up my life because I'm not making money from it. But then they are telling me that I have money somewhere. But right now, I want to get a haircut because I want to talk to girls. And in as much as I believe that a lot of people say looks maxing or you have to look good, but after practicing Robert Greene's art of seduction, I genuinely believe that looks does not matter. I genuinely believe that. But I think as a person, you shouldn't be looking good for an external party. I think primarily you should look good for yourself. So like I want to get a haircut. I can't get a haircut. I want to buy beard oil because my beard is not shiny and bouncy. I can't buy that because I don't have a job. So they are not giving me a job. They're not giving me money. I mean, they gave me one tax refund, but I have to use that to pay for the money I owe them. Because it's just insane if I use that money to buy cosmetics. And I will call it cosmetics, but I'm a guy that likes to use cosmetics because I like to look good. That is not a crime. I like to look in the mirror. Am I self obsessed? Sometimes. It's not a crime to love yourself. So it's like, oh, it's like I didn't flow into something and the person now said they would still be alive. So it's like a part of me died. Okay, so he said you blinked. So I think I said something, and then because I blinked, it means that I did not, I was not honest. So it's not about me being honest, it's about what my body language interprets to their country. Because I'm being honest with myself right now. Am I lying to myself? I, I'm trying to make a voice say yes. Okay, yes. So how am I lying to myself? Do I like women that don't like me? Hell no. So what else? I should get a job because what I heard is labor. I'm trying to get a job. Or what else? I don't know. The stories I just told, everything is true. But that's also why I feel like their minds are not connected. Because if their minds are connected, they would know for a fact that it is a true story. So which is it? Where did I blink? Because why would I not blink? I remember when they seized my car the first time, or maybe it is the accent part. Remember when they seized my car when the police woman was trying to release my car for me? She was blinking very rapidly, like are you blinking every second? I'm like, huh. Or maybe I have people that are invincible in my living room right now looking at me to check my body language to see if I'm telling the truth or not. Oh, that's creepy. But they haven't stunk. Also, if I'd said the truth, they would have stunk or they would have stank. But I'm not told a lie. It was her. The white girl? So the white girl was the one that told a lie? Red coal. Then this place itched me. I'm trying to remember what this part means when it itched me. It was like a pain, like tiny pinch. Yeah, but I texted her and then she said, so like someone said no. I texted her, she said, go away. And then, or maybe I didn't apologize there. Maybe I said something else. Like, what are you doing? And she know that after that, I sent her a video of me playing guitar for her. And then she still did not reply. So I just deleted her number. And I moved on with my life. See, that's what I said. Someone just said liar. But why would I lie? I think the one I was about to say the guitar part. I thought of the guitar part and someone said no. So I'm guessing that is the yes. Because green and the light bulbs are shiny. So it's like they don't believe that I played guitar for her and I sent it to her. But I did. But that's not that deep. It's like you put a tripod, you and then you send it to the person. It took me less than 3 minutes. Now it's like the preacher now said, and you're not lying. I thought it was, oh, you're not lying. So is it, oh, you're not lying, or and you're not lying? Well, yes, see, this is why my masculinity is dying. I'm becoming too nice. I was going to say everyone can go to hell, but then I was trying to be very nice, and it's killing my horror. Literally, I feel like my horror is dying because I feel like it's part of the reason why they are feeling like I'm jealous. Because no, but on a normal day, I'll have just kicked it to the curb with my masculinity. But because I don't want to sound rude, because anything I do right now It's going to stress me the fuck out. My boss will get cancelled. But that's not right. Like they don't do it. You know how crazy that is? Maybe they feel like your boss being messed with is not enough for you to be doing all that. I don't know, man. People have different level of tolerance for bullshit. I think someone just said, use me. And then my body said, they. It's like a girl just said, oh, did that use me or choose me? That used to happen in Manchester. I think girls in Manchester. No, I don't know. Maybe because I've been raging with them here. Maybe I'm being too humble. Fine. Girls in Manchester, I'm always hearing choose me or use me a lot. Or bim. Bewa. Bewa. Bim. Or choose me. Use me. Like that shit is always very creepy in my brain. It's like fuck. Someone just said you're lying, but and then I think I heard a tiny siren. But it's like I was going to say who gives a fuck if I'm lying. It's not like I'm going to say fuck them. And then I was going to say, why the fuck would I be lying? But I think because I said that first one, it means I'm saying the truth. Because the pastor said, but like, also, yeah, never mind. See, the thing is, I'll have even tried other to like go through my train of thoughts, but I really am not getting paid. I think someone just said is the one is a mystery. I wonder what this the one is. But I don't think it's true because I also hear the one come out to other people around me. So that the one is just a mind control thing. But for those ones I hear only not is the one. Or maybe I do hear is the one. I don't know. Or maybe it's the demon. It's another set of fucker. This is not demon related at all. See, I was about to belch. I was about to lose it when I wanted to say it was the demon. But I still belch regardless. But I think I pa and I bay at the same time. So I just pa and bay at the same time. Because I heard wow. So that wow made me pa and bay at the same time. So I think I need to be nice to them. Because when I'm not nice to them, I subconsciously pa them. And then it now kills my flow into them. Or my flow from them. Or our ability to flow together. Is it bad that I just want to get paid? I just want to get paid. Because, like, yeah, fucking, but like, that's the thing. It's to change me. But I've never really thought having sex with girls was the same. I think it's a very normal thing. I don't know. I just want to say a soften. Then I hit all. Bro, I want to go and drag now. I actually to go and beat my meat. Then, as soon as I'm done beating my meat, I want to get my day started. Because I need to be productive today, and if I don't beat my meat, I'm just going to keep doing rubbish. I need that quick hit of dopamine. Oh no. Maybe I'm just delulu. See, my phone fell down. That was bad. And now to pick it up and say, I'm not. So, In this life, you have to know who you are. Or maybe I'm just restricting myself from transcending. I someone else said, yeah. But see, that's why I say, which is what people have been dealing with since, yeah. Dealing with them is one of the most, or maybe it is God too. Regardless of who it is, if it is God or white people, you guys are very, both of you simultaneously are very lackadaisical. And the only thing you guys know how to do proactively is to judge and punish. But when it comes to blessing or doing things that will help you to progress fast, you guys take your sweet time and you waste the person's time. When it comes to punishing or doing some stupid shit, very proactive. Then again, Jesus came to die for our sins, so what do I know? But then it took him like 1,000 years. I could have just done it after when King it's Eve had the fruit, maybe like 2 years after. I could have just done it and like just gotten over it. But what do I know? I'm just a human being. Same with like white people. You can do nice things for white people. That's why, guy, when I was working my teaching job, I was doing that job. I didn't even, and I was enjoying the job. I was also trying to do my best when I was at St. Matthews. Bro, when work ends, I still stay for like 30 minutes to just like socialize, just do things, play with the children, talk to some staffs, just sit around, ask if they need any help. 30 minutes after, like, do you know how against slower? Do you know how against the UK culture it is that your shift ends and then one idiot just said, Biwa, I've been being there for 3 years. I can be there for another. Someone said, that was being there when I first entered the UK that the bay was useless. I can be there for another 3 years again like this, and nothing will come out of it. They want to force use you for like 5,000 years. They do not give you the profits of what you can enjoy for 2 years. When you're about to die, that's the reward they will give you. The force use you. I think that's what God does. Think about the story of Moses, and that's why I swear to God, God forgive me. I can never be a man of God or a pastor. Think of Moses. This man used Moses, even with Moses' health condition. You used him, and then you can be saying that, oh, maybe his generation were giving some goodies. That's good. What about Moses that did the job? Oh, the world transcends into another different realm. What about this realm that he was in first? Why couldn't he have gotten the reward of the hard work he did? I could have jumped to the St. Matthew's part now, but the one of Moses is even much more like crazy than the one of St. Matthew's. Because think about it. I think someone said, oh, man of God, but it's just more relevant to my life than white people. Like what? Honestly, not because I genuinely need white people. White people can go to hell, but I need them, and I need to compromise. And this is where I could have just tried to kill my masculinity and start faking love, but it's reducing my testosterone, and it's reducing like my aura. So I don't know, man. But at least I know that the punishment will reduce if I talk to them, even if it is not me talking from the bottom of my heart. But that's a story for another day. Now, this pastor said, "Good enough for good God for yourself." How do you know God for yourself when you can pray? I've been praying since I was a child, and I've never seen God talk to me like, "Jezreel, this is me. This is my guidance." No, bro. It's always through a pastor. And then Moses, God used the hell out of Moses. And then he told Moses, "Speak to the rock." And the guy was angry because of your people. And then he struck the rock. Bah. And then boom. Sentenced Moses to death straight up. But when Moses was doing all these good things, he didn't give him double promotion. I mean, the Bible never recorded any series or any part of double promotion. But Moses made one mistake out of anger because of the people that he told him to come and see. Because fine, I won't say Moses was also minding his business because it was the one that was going to fight the Israeli. He was fighting the Egyptian for the Israeli. But this is where my fault is. I should have minded my business with the whole. Like, why do. I should have been another black man that just wanted to fuck a white girl and move on with his life. But you know, me, I always have to do the romance and like know her soul and her being, and then like seduce her entire creature, and then like it was just a normal like this is my two cousins now. They are dating. One is dating a white girl, one is dating an Icelandic girl. I'm sure those two guys do not know that those girls talk with body language. And I'm here. I already know that bullshit because I'm just trying to like understand. If I was just another black man, I'll just shag the bitch and move on with my life now. I swear I don't think I will be in this scenario, honestly speaking. Just like Moses. If Moses had not tried to be like, oh my god, why are you fighting my countryman? Wallahi, Moses would have lived a beautiful life with Pharaoh, and his generation would probably still live a very beautiful, fantastic life, because it's not just the generation of people in the Bible of Israel that were living good lives. There were lots of people with different generations that are also living good lives. Let's be honest with ourselves. Moses got sentenced to a form of crazy punishment by God because he struck the rock. And then the land that he was leading these people in the wilderness for 40 years, he did not even get there because of a mistake. God sentenced him to a form of cruel punishment. Like, is that really somebody you want to be serving? God forgive me. Honestly, the only reason why I'm a Christian and I believe in God is because I have no other God that I can serve. And I don't believe any other God is stronger than the God of the Hebrews. Because generally speaking, He is the God of the Hebrews. The same way we have our Shango as a Nigerian man, is the same way they have their Jesus as an Hebrew man. And the difference is they do not even really worship him the same way we don't really worship our Sango too. So but then religion is built around fear, because the primary thing about religion is fear. You don't believe in God, you are going to die and you're going to hell. Think about it. God loves us so much. What up? Oh, how's the night? Good, good. God loves us so much that He sent His Son. But then, if you don't believe in that Son, you are going to burn in hell. Like, what kind of love is that? That is a very strange love, if you ask me. You love me so much, they gave your son to die for me. But if I don't believe in that your son, you sentence me to an eternity of damnation. Wow. Such is love. Like, what? That is crazy. Now, St. Matthew's, get to work like 30 minutes early, leave 30 minutes after. That's like giving them extra 1 hour of my life. Oh, I mean, they did turn me to a cover supervisor after 1 week of working as a teaching assistant, but that was because I'm not the smartest in the world, but I am pretty smart and I applied for it. It wasn't like they just woke up and be like, become a cover supervisor. No, they sent an email, and that was when I started recognizing their patterns, that they don't ask directly. They like just put it into something and they want you to be. So I went for it and I did teach the maths well. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, Mr. I can't remember his name, but I feel like the way I taught the mathematics was more mathematical than that style, because that style is like a very robotic way that you cannot twist questions around and give students mathematical questions that is complicated. That one is like a very do this, do this, do this, do this. It's not mathematical that involves thinking outside the box or trying to like derive a formula. And I'm not saying I was trying to derive a formula, but that was like a very, very ancient mathematical whatnot that I even went online to try to understand if I was just tripping. But according to YouTube and according to some dude in Harvard and some Indian mathematics guy, I did the right thing. I'm not saying the Mr. Man did not do the right thing, no, Because people here, white people do not listen to you. They only look for they don't listen to hear what you are fully saying. They only listen to choose the bad things that you said and they count it against you, which is quite astonishing because I'm like, how did the country evolve this much if this is how the baseline character is? But sometimes I feel like, or maybe I'm wrong, but I think that is part of what they do the most. But what do I know? The pastor just said you had the hymn. Anyways, I did that in St. Matthew's, back to back to back to back, slaving and laboring away, spending my salary. Dude, the salary I got, I used everything to go and buy suits just to dress well, dress for the job, dress for the job. Bought good suit, looked good, got to work early, was buying petrol. I wasn't making much money from that. And that was when I didn't even have this girl living with me anymore. But thank God for, what's his name? Peace. Peace was living with me, so I was able to, like, my rent was half. So because my rent was half, bro, having cheap rent is amazing. That's why if I had started working by now, I'd have probably made like £1,000 or maybe £800. I'd have paid part of my debt and I would have started saving towards my visa renewal. But to the white man, it is based on what they've been telling me is that is a limited thinking. I should advance my thinking. I should just advance my thinking without any proof of reality with people that will never come to your rescue when things are going crazy for you. Like, I was at the gym the other day. One foolish person just said, "Speak." I've been speaking, oh. I've been speaking. You think I'm not talking? I'm talking. But it's like, I'm not saying what they want me to say, but how the fuck do I know what you want me to say? It's like, they just want me to be like a magician. Where did I say I'm a magician? I don't know. I don't know where I put it in my resume that I'm also a psychic mind reader. Or maybe because at some point I did it perfectly well, but I was experimenting. It's not like I know what I did. And it's not like anybody was like, oh, that is the right thing. So it's like they want me to just be knowing this thing. One of them said they're in trouble. I'm in trouble or they are in trouble? I think it is they are in trouble. Not me. But bro. So with St. Matthews, I did someone said be flowing. Bro, what the thing is, what does that fucking mean? Because be flowing means that I should just be walking in the middle of the road and I should turn off my brain. That means my parents, my father slaved all his life to pay my school fees because my major he sent me to one of the most expensive secondary schools and primary schools. And then I still went to like the number one university in Nigeria. So after spending all that money on my education, I should be walking in the middle of the road without a brain. That is the meaning of flowing. Flowing means that you should not use your brain. You should just be a lunatic. That is the meaning. I was at the gym. This white man came next to me wearing green. Good morning, mom. No, I'm just on my phone. So, oh, she looks disappointed because I'm still on bed. This is what it is. So, I yeah. So extra 1 hour of work, and then I just got a call from my agency one day telling me that my services are no longer required. That was it. So the reward you get for hard work here is just, so don't want me to oversimplify it, but I have things to do with my life because remember they want me to do this as a full-time job with zero income. Look at me, I'll be 28. They just want to be yapping but not getting paid. They come out sọ̀rọ̀ bí wèrè to the internet. and then in hopes that YouTube will pay me at some point. I've been doing this for over a year now. Not a single dime has been made. And this is why I start questioning again that why am I focusing just on YouTube again? Because it is insanity. Because I've been doing this for a year and I've not gotten paid. But then, let me just calm down first. The pastor first said fuck. Then I said hallelujah. I need to go out. But if I don't go out, I'll start crying. So also I think they have I don't know, a form of thinking of black people, which is that a black man is like a strong warrior that has like some crazy mental fortitude and is meant to be able to go through tough things in life. Generally speaking, no, all I've gotten from white people is that they are cruel monsters. But then it's not surprising because these people literally had, like, before the plague came to them, when they were still fully humans, they had the stomach. And forget about the ones that traveled to different people's countries to go and kill them and take over their land and resources. These people had the stomach to put people in zoos and be looking at them. Guy, how how can you find it entertaining to put a person in a cage and be looking at it? And then one is saying own sorry, but the thing is for them the flow has to be something that aligns with their mind, or maybe my flow is just interrupted by the negativity. But think about it. Before they got the plague, and they are listening. Before they got the plague, the normal civilians, not even the militants that were killing people, had the stomach to put people in zoos and not like a fancy zoological garden. No, you see the pictures in cages, and then they were looking at them, feeding them bananas. Human beings like you, because they have a darker skin color. Do you know how evil you have to be? And I don't know if they did that for Asians, but they definitely did it for black people. Guy, let your brain think of that. Like, think of it for a second and think of it that what kind of evil and wickedness and hatred do you have in your mind as a human being for you to put somebody in a cage? Fuck. Do you know how crazy that is? And then they're now here trying to do vegetarian whatever bullshit. Like, it makes no sense. Anyways, guys, I have to go to the library very soon. So, see you guys later.